Rocky Mountain National Park. We call it our home park. Never mind the fact that it's 11 hours away from home. It's the place where we fell in love with the mountains. It's the park we feel most at home at. And so we return every chance we get. We had a long weekend for Labor Day, so we hit the road. At this point, we don't really even make plans. We have a backlog of hikes and enough familiarity with the area to feel comfortable just showing up. For this trip, we were hoping to tie up some loose ends, trails that we had failed or missed out on in the past. It's about 8:30, and we just arrived in Rocky Mountain National Park. Managed to get a campsite in the Longs Peak campground, which is a campground we've never stayed at before. We're here for 3 days. We're gonna do a few big hikes that we've planned for a long time, but this camping spot's gonna give us access to one of them, and that's gonna be Chasm Lake. Trailhead takes off from here. That'll make that day really easy. We'll be able to start early, so nabbing this campground was pretty awesome. I love this place. Because we got here this morning, that gives us the day, but we also need to acclimate, so we're probably not gonna do any major hikes today. We're gonna camp at 9,400 foot of elevation tonight, and that'll help us acclimate. We've oftentimes tried to do high elevation hikes on our first day in the park, and we're not acclimated, and it always gets us, so this will be smart. With the timed entry permit system that Rocky Mountain National Park has right now, we don't have access to the park except for in the Longs Peak entrance where our camping is. We do have a 4 o'clock time slot in the Bear Lake area reserved. That's pretty late, especially if we were gonna go up to Lake Haiyaha or any of those. But technically we could still get in before sundown and out. We've come down towards Allen's Park. We're in the canyon here. We're going to test one of our new toys. So we're actually in the National Forest right now. I was exploring here at the creek, and there's a building that's covered in graffiti. It's the foundations of an old building. And to get over to it, I need to cross the creek. I think I may take my shoes and socks off. Woo. Woo. This is some very cold water. Holy smokes, this is cold. And these rocks are slick. I'm struggling here. I may have made a bad choice. I have my phone in my pocket. Well, we may have crashed the drone and broke my screen on my cell phone trying to get it, but we got the drone working and my phone is 3 years old, so I don't really care. Well, since our timed entry was 4 o'clock, we went ahead and took a nap since we hadn't slept. We're up again and we're gonna go in, but the weather's not looking great. It looks like it's probably gonna rain, and anytime you're in the mountains afternoon, especially this time of year, you can pretty well expect weather. We're not sure exactly what we're gonna do, but since we can get into Bear Lake, we're gonna go on up. We're at the Bear Lake trailhead. We're probably gonna do Nymph Lake or maybe Emerald. We're not quite sure yet. It's starting to rain now. It's not too bad. The rain is pretty steady. It's gotten a little heavier. So we've traveled all over this year. We've seen a lot of cool things. Coming back for a nice fall trip in Rocky was something we've always thought about doing. But it wouldn't be a 2025 hike without a little rain. We're here at Nymph right now,
and it's busy. Even with the rain, it's busy.
Well, the rain's coming down pretty hard now. We're getting pretty soaked. But we're at Nymph Lake. This is the first time we've been here and not been able to walk across it. It's actually melted. I've never even seen it this way. So this is neat.
So we've gotten above Nymph Lake now. We're starting to see some aspens. Traffic's thinning out a little. The rain's calming down just a bit. Two paths diverged in the forest, and I took the path less traveled, and that has made all the difference. Really, we just took the Haiyaha split instead of Dream Lake.
This is like our third time on this trail. Did it a few years back in winter. We tried to go up to Haiyaha, and it was like December, and there was a snowstorm, and it was super, super cold, wind chill of like -20. And we actually hike failed. This time there's no reason not to make it. It's clear, it's nice. The rain's kind of let up, so we're gonna get Haiyaha today. Somewhere around here I lost a brand new North Face glove. Be kind of cool if I found that. We took off layers. I'm down to a t-shirt because it just got kind of toasty. We're ascending above Dream Lake now. We skipped it on the way up. We'll probably go back down to it, but we've seen it twice, so we really want to see Haiyaha.
So we're headed up these switchbacks towards Lake Haiyaha, and the trail has thinned out significantly. We're not seeing a bunch of people. Most of them are headed to Emerald, so we should have a pretty clean hiking path all the way up for the last mile here.
There was a rock slide in Chaos Canyon that tinted the water a light crystal ice blue, like a glacial blue. I'm hoping, I haven't checked, but hopefully it's still that way. It's probably dissipated significantly, but maybe it's still a little blue. We have sunlight.
Bro, come over here.
Is that Bear?
It's gotta be Bear. So we're looking down here at Nymph and Bear Lakes. Nymph's here in the foreground, Bear back behind.
We can see Mills Lake from here. And then up this gorge that you can't really see behind this knob is where you go up to the Sky Pond and the Loch and the Lake of Glass. It's pretty neat to look out and kind of get an idea of the topography here. We are waiting for Long's Peak to clear up. These clouds are going to roll out and we might get to see the summit of Long's Peak. It's peaking. It's turning out to be a really nice afternoon. The sky's clearing up, the rain has stopped. We're considering going and making the loop all the way around to the loch on the other side. That's a trail that we have not done, that connector that connects the Glacier Gorge Trail with the Haiyaha and yeah, the Bear Nymph corridor.
2 years ago they had a rock slide up the top of the canyon. Changed it.
We've been to the high Great Plains, we've been to the Southwest Desert. Everywhere we've gone, it's rained. We're in August in Colorado. It rained. Every single trip this year, it's rained. That's crazy.
Whoa. There's the fire trail. No, that's the down trail.
Not all of those who wander are lost. We just happen to be lost.
Pretty up and down. It's a straight off.
This is Lake Haiyaha, and it's not a hard hike, but it's one we failed, so this is satisfying. Nope. There we go.
Worked on the way up.
With some nasty clouds rolling in, we decided to head on back. We're still gonna take the other split and come back on the Glacier Gorge Trail, but We only have one headlamp. And if I remember right, my batteries might be dying. That'll make it fun. Peekaboo. Oh, he gone. All right, we took our trail split. Most everybody's gonna take the direct route back to Bear Lake. I imagine we may not see anybody on this connector because it's getting late. Sun's already going down, but we're gonna move quickly, so I'm not worried about it. It's getting darker and we picked up our pace. We're at a brisk walk on the verge of a jog. We still have probably 2 or 3 miles. We just found a lake we didn't expect. All Trails doesn't tell us what the name of this is, but we're here crossing across the Glacier Knobs. And there's just this little pond here. We're back in the rain. It's not too heavy. It's kind of light, but if it picks up, we wanted to be ready. So we geared up for rain again. We're almost done with this connector, back to the Glacier Gorge Junction. And then it's just riding that trail back. If we can find the fire trail, we might take it.
We are at the no horses allowed sign, which tells me we are back on the Glacier Gorge Trail. Behind us is Mills Lake, all the way on up to Lockvale and Sky Pond.
It's not too dark. It feels a lot brighter when you're out in the open like this, but back under the trees, under that canopy, boy, it feels dark. So this is, hello John.
This is the fire trail. It's a shortcut down that cuts between the glacier knobs.
We have tried to take the fire trail a couple times, and we always miss it. The snow always covers it. But here we are. I think we're gonna get it. I'll say this, don't skip the Glacier Gorge Trail on your way up. If you're going to Lock, Mills, or Sky Pond or something, come back this way though.
Now I know what he means when he says it's really steep right at the beginning. We're between the knobs.
The beauty of the fire trail is that you can get on it and fly, and it cuts off time. But this right here, this is one of the points on it that I looked forward to. This is a point where one of the hikers in this area I really like. Next Sangetta always comes the fire trail. He's the reason I know about it.
This is the East Glacier Knob.
Yeah.
Standing on the East Glacier Knob.
Yeah, I knew this. This is where it cuts across. And you get some wicked, insane views out here, which I knew, but we've never gotten fire trail in fog and mist. I like this vibe.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you can't see much, but I really like this.
What you can see is incredible.
The first hike we ever did in Rocky Mountain National Park as adults was Finch Lake. And it had this rainy, foggy vibe. We had that on our first day in Glacier. And it sucks getting rained on. I love this atmosphere.
It sucks a lot less when you're here.
Yeah, it definitely does. We are here before fall. Now, we've never been here in August. We wanted to come in fall, but fall's not gonna happen. Our kids play soccer and football, and it's just not gonna happen. So we're here in August. But some of these aspen trees are starting to get a little bit of yellow to them, and we've never seen that. So that's really cool.
This bridge right here is right by the Glacier Gorge Trailhead, and the fire trail is just this hidden trail right here, right past this bridge.
Now that we are pretty much done on our way to Bear Lake, I would like to say we made the right choice by taking the loop. Really, we came because we had the permit, and we didn't know what we were gonna do. We didn't know if it was gonna be bright enough. We didn't know if the storm was gonna be too bad, if it was gonna rain. First, we were like, oh, well, we'll just go out to Bear Lake, and then let's go on to Nymph Lake. And we got to Nymph Lake, and we're like, why don't we just keep going? It's really not that far. And so then we got to Haiyaha, and we decided, let's go out the other way. And then we thought, hey, let's take the fire trail. That worked out great too. So, love it. We're almost done now. So if you're looking to cut off a little bit of mileage and avoid some people on your way back down, fire trail is awesome. But you miss Alberta Falls, and it's straight up when you take it. I would advise coming down it, because then that steep part, you can just fly on down. We're back at the Bear Lake trailhead. We didn't track all trails the whole way. John, do you have stats? I ended up shutting my all trails off to conserve phone battery. So, you wanna go see Bear Lake? You good?
Yeah, let's go see Bear Lake.
Let's go see Bear Lake. We're right here. We're not gonna be back for, who knows. These days it's hard to get up here.
Nymph Haiyaha.
Can't even see Hallett. So we got back to camp and it started raining. And at first we got out in it and started setting up our fire, and I put up a canopy for one of the hammocks, and the rain started to get more and more aggressive, and finally got to the point where we just had to get in the car. Our wood got saturated, our tinder and everything. It's still raining. We've actually set our chairs up under the canopy for one of the hammocks without the hammock in it, so it's kind of like just a shelter for us for now. We're gonna cook our food in here and sit under this while it rains. We set the tent up as well for backup, and I think I'll probably stay in there. It's wet, but my hammock is soaked, so yay for rain. All right, we've eaten. We're ready for bed. We're gonna pack up and hit the sack. Tomorrow we are heading up to Chasm Lake. It'll be pretty challenging hikes, so we're gonna try to stay dry, get some sleep, and we'll see you guys next time.